everybody, and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Everybody's here. We've got Pushpa.
Morning.
We've got
Morning, Prof.
morning. Lisa, Shkin, and everybody's here. Very good. Right. We'll get right to it then. Got about 8 people. Alista is here. Aslina is here. Chan is here. And Ravindran is here as well. Okay, good. Right, guys. Just a few quick housekeeping matters. And the housekeeping matters is that next Saturday, we won't have a class on Saturday, but rather we will have a replacement on Friday night. Friday night, it will be at, I'm arranging it for 8:30 because in case some of you are working and coming back, I don't know. Chan, are you working, Chan?
Got something period. I thought Tuesday. I thought the mention is Tuesday replacements class. No.
Why Tuesday,
28, and also the following week for as in the email from the Uniraza side.
Okay. Why,
It's on Tuesday the replacement. Didn't see on Friday. That's why I pre-arranged something already on Friday.
You mean for next week?
Yes. Because 2 Saturdays there's no class. I mean replace on Tuesday as per email.
From whom?
From Uniraza.
Yeah, but Uniraza from whom?
From whom? Let me check the email.
That's weird. But what's the reason? Any reason? Because it's not a public holiday or anything, right?
Not sure, Prof. It's actually updated in Eurox for next week and the following week.
The email is from the admin side.
SKC, is it?
Here the domain is Uniraza Postgraduate. I believe is Uniraza. Good. I also can.
That's really weird. What about your other classes?
My another class is still per normal. It's still the Saturday evening. That doesn't change.
Well, we can have it on Tuesday, no problem. Tuesday will work for me since you've already planned for it, and my Tuesday is available. So, yeah, let's do Tuesday then.
All right, Prof. Right. So the Zoom link is still the same, right? No change.
That's
right?
why I'm not sure, because my idea was if it was on Friday, then I would be asking them whether I can use the same Zoom link. But having said that, I can always drop them a note, tell them that we use the same Zoom link. Usually that's what we do, but Tuesday is news to me. I'm just trying to figure out why it would be so. I remember that there was that thing during the Raya halls. Because Raya was coming, so we adjusted some classes. But now you're saying that it applies for this one as well, which doesn't make much sense. In the sense that, okay, this Tuesday we have a class. Let's say, what time is it supposed to be the class?
8:30 to 11:30.
8:30, yeah? Okay, so we do 8:30, no problem. But the following week, I'm not sure why we would do that. I wouldn't be able to. I don't remember seeing any mail.
Prof, are you sure it's Tuesday, not Thursday? Because on my calendar it shows Thursday.
I will paste. I'll paste the screenshot, the message. I think you guys can view here, right?
Some Thursday.
This is my email,
Yeah, I got the same message as Chan.
Tuesday,
Tuesday 8:30 to 11:30. So that's why I block in calendar just to not have anything.
Yeah, of course. So Tuesday is good for me. Thursday is not good for me. Who said Thursday just now?
Me, maybe a silap nampak Prof.
Yeah, you silap lah. Because Mona confirmed already. Chan said Mona confirmed. What more you want? You know, and both of them not wearing glasses some more. If Azlina say, yeah, lah, maybe I don't believe her because she got glasses. The rest of you, I mean, how come? So anyway, doesn't matter lah, doesn't matter, small matter. Yours is online anyway. It's just that we have it on Tuesday because, yeah, that's the only thing lah. Then next week we see lah. Next week we see. I have to ask them why though. It'd be interesting. Anyway, it works for me for this week. So guys, let's agree on Tuesday. And after this, I'll drop them a note lah. Tell them to use the same link at 8:30 on Tuesday. Okay, that's all. The other thing is, so this morning, we are only going to do two things, right? One is we're going to look at revisit innovation and give you a sort of a refresher on innovation. And the other one is we're going to try and look at something to do with user experience, the importance of user experience in relation to innovation and creativity. Okay, so that should be it. Right. Yeah, so I think that's about that. Won't take very long, just a few key points that we need to kind of like address. And you will see that it's already up here on the screen. Understanding innovation. Puspa, are you very excited about learning about innovation?
Yes, sir.
You are.
Last week, I didn't attend the class. I went for innovation exhibition
Oh, did you? Where?
because my daughter have participated in
Yeah.
so
what
very
was it called?
sorry.
What was it called? The whole event.
What ITEX innovation exhibitions and competition.
Okay, then tell us a bit about it. Chan is waiting to hear.
Oh, okay. Actually, I don't have time to go and go around that every booth because I need to take care my daughter and their team. So they are just 8 years old. They run here, run there because when judge come that time, they have to stand by and ready to perform.
Oh, okay.
I just watch in Facebook. I missed a lot of things. Cannot go and see.
I know.
10
Yeah,
countries participate in this.
It's true. Lah.
Very
Children have a tendency to get in the way of life. You know,
Mm.
the small little monsters who take up our time. So I know. You know, the reason why we are not having the class on Saturday is, since you're mentioning children, so I tell you, it's because my son is getting married. I mean, not now, but he's getting married at the end of June. So it's a bit of a life's interruption lah, because we have to organize everything. What nonsense. You know, they are getting married. We have to organize. You see, nowadays, those days you provide. See, one is we have to organize the wedding. Azlina, not only the wedding, we have to organize his apartment, his new apartment. Then we have to renovate the apartment. Then we have to fill up the whole apartment, you know. So
Very
those,
good, like you.
yeah, you know, Azlina, those days, my father never education pun tak bagi because there is no money for any education. So everything we provide. Now I'm the opposite. I provide my son with the education. He's got his own car fully paid for. He's got an apartment fully paid for. His apartment is being renovated fully. He doesn't pay anything. His wedding is being organized. Everything. So his job is only to get married, you know. So this is the.
Untung lah Prof jadi anak you so lucky.
I know, but my wife is doing it because she loves my son. I'm doing it because I'm trying to get rid of him from the house. You know, so two different reasons. Azlina, it looks like the same, tapi tak sama. My wife is doing it because she's working day and night to organize the wedding and you know, and on top of that, dealing with the contractors and all that, because I'm busy and yeah. I'm only
Prof,
paying
are
for
you,
it. Yeah,
so Prof, are you anticipating to have a grandchild soon?
I'm not anticipating anything. I'm only anticipating the day, which is end of June, he should move out. My only thing that keeps me awake at night is that the contractor cannot finish the work on time. I've already told him I'm not going to pay him. Okay, he must finish on time. So that after the wedding, it is there. You go there, you live there, right? And that is the plan now. That is the diabolical plan, if you like. Yeah, those days now it's different now. Do you know, guys? Do you know in the city? I don't know where you stay, guys. You think maybe I'm doing a lot. I'm not. If you know the standards, the high standards today, they provide their children with a fantastic education from good university. They provide him with his apartment fully paid for. They also provide a franchise business which they buy for the kid, the boy or the girl. That's the standard. So you're thinking, oh, but this is good. But no, you see, their standards are very high, meaning to say that the young person can sustain themselves and grow even further and build on something. You understand? It's just like you do business and you say, oh, we must make an extraordinary profits. Yes, you must. Because with the extraordinary profits, then you can hire people to work for you and you can build something. Otherwise, it's not sustainable. So you must set your standards high. Standards must be very high, right? So like in my son's case, we've got a business running already for him, right? He's already running. He's not taken off yet, but he's already running in the background. So these are things that you as parents has to prepare them for. And then they continue from there, right? It is no more 1940s, where the parents' responsibility was to send you to sekolah rendah kebangsaan terdekat rumah kampung. Which my mother did lah. Mak saya buat macam tu saja. Okey, sekolah rendah. Sekolah rendah. Paling dekat, tak payah ambil bas jalan kaki. Dia pergi sana. My mother didn't care whether the school was crap. She didn't care. Okay. And then sekolah menengah also was crap. It was the worst school in Kuala Lumpur. Ashkin, you should look at me and say, thank God you're alive. Because in my school, people were dying. Yeah. So many gangsters. It was in the Cheras, Cheras. Dulu, that area, jungle, and it's a red light area, dangerous. Police pun tak mahu pergi sana. Chan, police don't want to go there. That's how dangerous it is. My mother, nothing. Because my mother had 6 kids. She couldn't be bothered. You're going to school. You came back. When you came back? You came back good. Now do your homework. I like that. It's like that, you know. So, but you see, so it depends on your background and what you do. But it's never an issue, right? Even if you have less, if you have more, you should then develop and build more and set the high standards for yourself. Don't set low standards. Oh, my neighbor, oh, he sent them only to this local university, to Saja Juko. Your neighbor, is that the standard? Look around you. Look around you. Standards are very high. That is why you will see the difference in society. Big difference. So, yeah, it's like that lah. It's challenging, right? It's challenging, but we should aim high, right? But talking about aiming high, you all are already doing it. You are in my class, right? You're doing an MBA. Today's latest news was that because if you look at the number of universities in Malaysia, I think we have 351 or 361. If you look in the list of universities in different countries, of course, India is very high and China and all the rest, and Indonesia, because their population is very high. But if you correlate population versus universities, Malaysia is the highest. Do you know? We have so many. But the good news is a lot of countries now, if you read the latest news, wants to collaborate with Malaysia, and it's okay because Malaysia has got the capacity for foreign students. Okay, so you might say, apalah ni banyak universiti, apalah ni. You know, sometimes tiba-tiba you bangun pagi, you dengar ada satu universiti. You betul tak? Tiba-tiba dekat mana? But the good news is, foreign students are willing to come here. Many, even now in our university, is happening. And what does that mean? That means all of you tomorrow must continue your studies. Kan? You finish your MBA, you do your PhD or DBA, you what? Because then there is opportunity for you, because there'll be the influx of foreign students will be high. And your Ashikin will look very good. Sebab Ashikin, your English better than them. Yeah. Mesti, your English will be better than that. Aslina, I tell you, when you talk, they all wonder this. Aslina, I think she spent 15 years overseas already. Because they are coming from Bangladesh. They're coming from Africa. They're coming from different parts. They are Libya. Because students from Libya here, Ramai, Libya. They are England. Put it this way, you all will be in a good place. Good opportunity for you. So you do, then you have options, can. Maybe you continue working where you are, you're happy, fine. But if you sometimes circumstances, you retire, you can go and teach also. And there's so many opportunities. So you must look at it that way. It's a very positive thing, in my opinion. Okay. So you're already on the right path. You are doing your MBA, and your even righter path is because you're in my class. That's even right. I think. So, and you all are capable, so you all must take advantage. So, guys, today's class will not be long. I think today about 36 minutes and 42 seconds. That's it. You may time it. You will find that we will complete in time for you to have your lunch. It'll still be warm. All right. So, understanding innovation. Just a few key points here, guys. Let's see. Understanding innovation. We will look at that. This part 19 minutes 25 seconds. Everything is timed. This is what happens when your lecturer is a runner. Everything is in seconds. Running track. Macam orang gila, round and round. Hey, by the way, Chan, talking about track, you guys, have you all, please, when there's a running track, don't go and bring your children, your grandmother and walk. It's not a playground, for goodness sake. I'm training on the track, right? Not only me, a few other people. And these people are walking with a 3-year-old kid walking all over the track. Are you kidding me? They don't understand what a track is. A track is for people to run or walk, even brisk walk, whatever. But, it's not a playground. Know the difference. Malaysian, sorry to say, don't know the difference. Bring the small little kids to the track. Well, anyway, that's just my rant, because yesterday it interrupted my running. I was not happy. Anyway, so what will you learn?
What are you running for, Dr. Roland?
What am I running from? From my wife?
No, not from. I said for.
Well,
You're running a marathon?
yeah, marathon. I already run so many marathon.
Okay. So what is it that you're running for?
Marathon, I run many. Actually, now what I'm doing is I'm doing my just base training now. Base training. Chan is wondering why the hell we're talking about this and wasting his time. But never mind.
Okay, never mind. You already wasted quite a bit of time, so it's okay to carry on with some
thank you.
story.
Thank you. Asking, you see, asking, I said good news. She said I already wasted her time.
No, it was good. It was good that you actually had to say what you had to say. It's fine.
Okay,
Since
coming back to
you're
the
gonna cut
training.
short the lecture, so we'll just find out more.
Hello. I am not cutting short. I'm not cutting short the lecture.
But I like your class anyway, Dr. Roland. No complaints, because I think
know.
you
My
cut
class,
to the chase and you do what you need to do instead of writing lectures and all this.
Absolutely, to the point. So
No
anyway,
complaints at all.
the running part, I'm doing my base training now, because like I told you, my son's wedding, nonsense, taking up all this extra time.
Energy of yours. Oh.
Not energy, mental torture. The energy is taken up from my wife. She's the one running.
Okay.
I pretend to look like I'm working now. Anyway, the point is base training, but I plan to run this year. I'm focusing on the 10 and the 21. 10 and
Okay.
21. I start my speed training maybe sometime in mid June. My what they call intervals lah, that means every once a week you're doing some speed training. Now I'm not doing speed, I'm just doing the normal running. So sometimes but I run this 10K every day, build the base lah, building the base. The base is there. I run many times, but my goal, if any of you are into running, my goal is to run the half marathon in under 2 hours. That means 1 hour, 59 minutes, 59 seconds.
Okay.
It's called, I follow Kipchoge lah. Kipchoge also run, he has the running, it's called breaking 2. If you follow the runner, Kipchoge is a world-class runner. His goal for many years was called breaking 2. But he was breaking 2 on the 42. I'm breaking 2 on the 21. So
it's okay lah. You have to start somewhere, right?
I started already lah. I'm getting slower lah. No problem. Not getting faster. But the reason why I run every day is because I'm not good at it. So I have to train very hard. In fact, I may seriously, the fastest I run the 2:21 was about 2 hours 10. And I trained so hard and I couldn't, I found it very, I may seriously think about getting a trainer to assist me for that endeavor, because I think it's a worthwhile achievement. If you can run the 21 under 2 hours, it says a lot about mental strength, physical strength, VO2 max, your all that. It says a lot, in my opinion.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
It's very,
given your age as well.
Yes. And what is it about my?
No, I did not specific.
Hey,
I did not specific note of your age, but I said it in general, given the runner's age, as well as all the details that you
see, Askin, she talked about age, but she talked to me. Good lah. Chan, is this acceptable, Chan? I put it to a vote lah.
Very acceptable.
My advice is just accept the apology or just go with it lah, that's all.
But myself, I tell you, yeah, it's true lah. But when I run, I don't care. I don't care whether I'm running against a 20-year-old or 40-year-old or 50-year-old. I don't care. You run with me, I'm running, boy, all the way. I tell you. So many of the races, I can tell you some stories, are very interesting. So one I share with you very quickly, only because Lisa Balan is asking for it.
Oh my goodness.
So listen to this lah. I was running a 30K PJ, PJ. It was a early morning run, I think it was starting about 3 o'clock or 3:30 PJ last year. So 30K, and then the weather was bad and everything. So I ran. I wasn't quite prepared for a 30K, but I was there, running. So halfway, one tall guy, he looks like a mixed kind of race kind of guy, tall, much tall, fair guy. He ran next to me. Hi, uncle. Oh, nice to see you running. I said, yeah. And then he said, I said, oh, I see. I said, oh, you're from around here? He said, yeah, I'm a pharmacist with UH, University Hospital, because running through PJ, so go past UH. So I'm a pharmacist there. I said, well, that's very good and all that. So our friend running, he's obviously less than half my age. I think maybe in his 30s or something, early 30s. So I'm running. Then he said, yeah, okay, I'll see you then. Oh, yeah, okay, bye, see you. Okay, run. After at the end, I finished. They calling my medal. Our friend coming.
Wow, not bad, doctor. Not bad.
No, I'm a bit overly, my wife always called me overly competitive. Supposed to run according to heart rate. I'll run according to heart rate, must keep a low heart rate. But the problem is when somebody's in front of me, I've forgotten all about it. I'm chasing the guy down.
So you said the guy was half your age. So approximately what? You must be ranging between in your 60s now? Inspiration, doctor, because I also run. It's just that.
So Lisa, tell us about how far you run.
No, I just run marathons, but I don't specifically. I go for medal collection. That's all. I just collect the medals. I enjoy collecting medals.
Hey, Lisa, if you can finish a marathon, that's huge. Trust me.
But I've not done it in a long time.
Doesn't matter. No, it's okay. You can, slowly. You can take it. I ran the marathons and half marathons for a long while just to be able to finish. Now I'm going for timing. I'm more on the 10K. I'm trying to improve my timing on the 10 and the 21. So again, up to you. You can have set different goals and achieve. But if you have, in my opinion, if you run a marathon, it's already excellent because it takes a lot to prepare and so on, right?
And you need constant discipline, which is something I cannot bring myself to doing with all that's around, with the two monsters that I have. And then I go to school and I see more monsters around me.
No, but it's good, you know, because, you must run with the kids and show them because like my kids, we go hiking, we did a lot of things and we brought them along. Many times they were not happy, but today they are themselves doing it. You will be surprised at the impact it makes on them. So if they see mommy running and involved, it becomes normal for them.
It becomes normal for me to carry my 9-year-old back after that, or while running midway. And there goes the whole idea of, going and practicing for a run. Anyway,
what about your husband? Does he run as well?
He runs. If you have a beer in front of him, then he runs for it. That's all. But most of the time, we can't get him to run the beer run. So very susah also.
Men are very difficult, men very difficult. But life's like that. But it's okay, it's good. I'm happy that you're doing that. And all of you should as well. Because you learn a lot of things. You learn about timing, you learn about perseverance, stamina, you keep yourself healthy and stress especially, you all are studying, sometimes you see got no time, but actually you go and run half an hour or walk briskly even, it will make you feel much better. And if you must take care of yourself first. Some people say, oh, my children, my father, my grandfather, my dog. Nonsense. Take care of yourself first. If you are okay, then you can look after other people. Yes or not? If you are not well mentally or physically not well, then how you can look after other people? You can't. You understand not? Then your mood will be different. Everything will be good and very positive. And that's the idea,
It'll be good if we can follow that rule of thumb, provided they don't give us back to back, submission of assignments, deadlines, suddenly this submission of this one today, then tomorrow we have another one to submit.
The worst are the old professors, I tell you, those can't stand it. They're so a stickler for the rules.
But then we can't run away from it if we delay in submission. Yesterday I was sitting down and doing a second assignment, Dr. Roland, and it was like, oh my goodness, I have no idea. Now, before we start this, can I just, because you didn't get back to me with the message I sent you the last time, I know it was my fault because I sent you a very last minute message. This Turnitin thing, do we need to submit our assignments through Turnitin, or it is already there that we have no choice but
No, you just submit it. You see, what I do is...
It goes through Turnitin no matter what.
Yeah, it's already there. We can fix it or unfix it. It's up to the lecturer.
So are you unfixing it or you're fixing it?
Why does it matter to you? You just submit it.
It does. I will tell you the truth. I'm not going to sit down here and haggle with you, but I'll tell you the truth. Of course, a lot of my points were taken from journals, from whatever that is on the internet and whatever. But the only good thing about me is I'm able to change the sentences here and there. But then again, I still have the fear that the scorings could affect even how much.
I think you're missing the point. No, you're missing the point. Everything that we do, all that we are doing, is taken from somewhere. It's not my own idea. Innovation was never my own idea. So the point is, if you're taking it from somewhere, you're paraphrasing, no problem. The important thing is, are you applying accordingly? And if you are taken from somewhere, you owe a duty to put in the citation. That's what references are for. Right? So there's no issue, actually. There's no issue at all. Even if you took it from somewhere verbatim and you put a citation and say that this is taken from this one, page number what, and that's accepted. Right? So there's no issue. So it doesn't matter. whether you put it in, whether there's Turnitin, there's no Turnitin, that is not
Okay.
academically, it's not a sound argument.
It's not a wrong thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a wrong thing. You got to cite it. That's all. Yes or
Okay.
not? So
Which
some
is
people,
something I did. Yeah. Right.
some people put definitions, and you put the whatever. See, the important thing is to understand, as I explained the last time, we are not testing you for knowledge. You can take from anywhere. I don't really care. But my point is, as far as I'm concerned, whether you are doing application or not, knowledge is here. MBA, we want to apply. Are you applying to situation? For example, I think I can't remember, was it some of the assignment given to you and ask you to apply something? Some students just skip that. So some of you got very low marks, and some of you were asked to what should I say, redo. Why? Because was I checking for your Turnitin? No. At this level, I'm checking whether you're applying or not. So if you must, one is you must follow instructions. If the instruction shows you there that these are all the things that you need to do, you must follow. If you follow that and you apply, that's good enough. That's good enough, as far as I'm concerned. Later on in the final assessment, there'll be a different assessment. I'll talk about that separately, the requirements for that. But for this one, this is all that it is asking you.
Noted
so
on
it
that,
shouldn't be a
doctor.
problem. Okay.
Doctor,
So,
one more question.
so
Next to the mark, I saw a green. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the questioning here. I saw a green colored. It's like a post-it there, but I do not know what's the significance of that.
that one is Turnitin's way of telling us whether it's highlighting whether this one is a pass, as very low Turnitin discoveries, or if it's yellow, it's high, red, that means it's like, whoa, 70% of this paper is totally taken from somewhere.
Then what's green?
Green means it's okay.
Oh,
Green
all
means it's
right.
very low.
For you. Okay, yay, thank you. Got it.
Right. Okay. Is this your first course? I'm just
No, it isn't my
No,
first course. The last
okay.
time when we put it into Turnitin, it never appeared. These colors never appeared on the previous modules that we did. I
But
never had.
yeah, the other thing is you got to understand, even me, if your thing is submitted, even if it's orange, which means it's not so good, or red, for me, it's never an issue. I can go behind the scenes and check where exactly it's red and why it's red.
Oh,
I have had students who have had dark brown. Dark brown means it's also close to red. But I have passed the student because I want to understand whether the student is understanding what they are doing and they are applying to a situation, but they're using material from somewhere. It doesn't matter to me. For me, I'm not sure about other lecturers how they see it, because don't forget, I can go behind the scene and check exactly why it's turning out that way. So it could well be a student, for example, let's say you submit something, you took a code from somewhere, you forgot that you've taken it from somewhere, because students don't keep the record properly when they're collecting their information for sometimes. And you put that thing there. And after 3 weeks of looking at it, you've forgotten and did not put a citation and that Turnitin will pick that up, you see. But the question is it material to your to this exercise of evaluating a student? So it's a different standard. It's not understandable.
Just add in something just to address Lisa. I think the two main questions. So Lisa, actually, like what you mentioned, I mean, I'm not sure we are from the same batch or not. So when I initially came in, also it doesn't have this like turning in this kind of things. But started last semester last module. I think if not all, I think most of the universities they are required to have this turning in or whatever tools to check the student work. So that's why the turning-ins come in with all these requirements. Then to resolve your question whether your the AI detection is high or not, you can actually send it to the Uni Razak site, the library ref email address, ask them to actually check. So they will send you 2 reports with the plagiarism and also the AI. So from there, you will roughly know what's your score on that.
oh, okay. Thank you so much.
That is if you want to check, you want to check. But like
That's
I said, the important thing is for an MBA learning is application. So because even when you work outside, you take a lot of materials from elsewhere. Question is, how do you apply to that current scenario and that situation? And that's how it is. Yeah, but those Chan is correct. Those things are in place. in the event you need it. So, and we also can either click on the to have Turnitin or to not have Turnitin also we have. Plus we have an opportunity to look behind the scenes to see how Turnitin has graded your paper. Okay, so in all instances, and on top of that, even in the event that there is a high Turnitin and it's not acceptable, if you submit everything accordingly on time, I will give it back to you. I can say, look, these areas, please look at it, please check. Because the Turnitin score is high or the understanding is weak, maybe you can improve on it. So either way, you get a lot of learning. That's good. Right. So what would you learn from this lesson? What innovation is? You're going to find out why it's important. Just quickly, types of innovation and degree of innovation. Okay, just some points I put together. Maybe you might find it useful. So what is innovation? Certainly, right? It's certainly about the profitable implementation of ideas. That means taking an idea to the market as in exchange for a price, right? And there are many definitions like this, okay? But it's important to understand really what it means, right? So it's not creativity, it's not entrepreneurship, right? It's not the same thing, right? So innovation is sebenarnya very important, because if you go to the National Library, you will see a lot of books that people have written, PhD students, professors. My book is there, at the National Library. Pushpa, you never go and see, you never borrow, what now, a lot of cobwebs already there.
Library, sir.
The National Library, Malaysian. Don't play the fool. The Malaysian National Library, my book is there. I guarantee you, no one has read it.
Can you give us the title at least? Does it have your face on the front?
Chan, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Chan, she's the one who said just now, you don't have time. Everything.
No.
You see, I tell you.
Dr. Roland, to read your book, I will find time. Can you just tell us?
I tell you, Lisa is getting 1 mark. She's done it, but she's overdone it, but she's done it well. Elisa, I'm giving you 1 mark. I'm taking that 1 mark from. I have one extra mark.
One extra mark for?
For what you said just now. For your
so
consideration
nice.
of my book. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And the mark I'm taking from Chan, because he just laughed like as if nothing was happening. So I'm not happy about that. So
Chan, you can share the marks half.
So I'm taking that mark from Chan and give it to you, because I'm a sucker for flattery, Let me just put it that way. Why do I laugh?
I didn't see it as flattering you, but I really was thinking that
you
it would
see,
be good
Chan,
for me to
Chan,
read,
she's good, Chan. You learn,
to read your book.
Today, Chan has learned a lot in just those few seconds. Chan has
Prof, I suggest you take my 2 points and give it to Lisa.
No, Doctor, what's the title of your book?
I don't know, Can't remember. Hey, look for Xavier, There hardly anybody
It's not
in the
Xavier.
X section.
Xavier, Roland Xavier.
I told you before already, the books I have are actually about entrepreneurship and all these things and innovation. But when you, it's actually a book, the true purpose of the book is a cure for insomnia.
Okay.
The purpose of the book is a cure. Pushpa, it's a cure for insomnia. That means those of you who cannot sleep, you take that book, you read. After the first few pages, you will definitely sleep anytime.
I like that, man. I like that. I'm going to get the book. Is the National Library open today?
It will put you to sleep because it's so boring. The worst. So what I'm trying to say is, until I was led astray by Lisa, is that a lot of things are there, discoveries, scientific discoveries written, but the problem here is it's just there, it's in the books, it's not being brought to the market, it's not being a product has not been created so that you can get a profit or earn some earnings from it right now. So this is obviously the issue, guys. So you have the situation where the intersection of invention and insight leading to the creation of social and economic value, the US National Innovation Initiative, right? So invention, and creation, then leading on to innovation. So like that, you see. So well, that's one definition you could use. Right. So an innovation can increase profits on the value side. Right. That means customers value and innovation enough to pay for it. Or the cost side, right? You reduce the cost because you're more efficient. So innovation can apply, in other words, inside the organization and even outside the organization in so many different ways. And this is what we want to understand. By the way, these notes are already up on your Eurox for you, so you don't have to worry, it's there. So what are the essential ingredients of an innovation ecosystem, right? They are rooted in national culture and can take years to develop. Now, this is very true. You cannot expect a country or its citizens to become innovative. You cannot. It must be developed, right? It must be part of the culture, science, right? The reading, the understanding, right? The risk-taking, the urgency, right? Whether you like it or not, you find all the smallest countries who have got limited resources are the most innovative, or people who are doing much better than others. Whether you like it or not, is Singapore. If you look at Singapore, it's a good example, right? In terms of invention, you look at Israel, a lot of inventions. You look at other countries, right? In fact, there's now a new resurgence in the US for new inventions and new creations, right? So those are changes that are happening. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we need to create that culture of invention, that create the culture of looking at something new. So organization, the same thing, right? You cannot expect the organization to suddenly think of new things, right? But for example, like Google likes to have a lot of inventions and innovation. What does he do? He gives you time. He say, okay, Chan, you're working here. Chan, 20 to 30% of the working time, you work on your own project. We will provide you resources or whatever. You tell us what the project is. We have a committee who will look at it. If they think it's good, Chan, you do it like that. So Chan is like, whatever he's doing, or in the meanwhile, he's thinking, there's something else I've been very interested in. Maybe I want to work on that. So here's an opportunity. But you notice very few organizations. In fact, I have not come across any organization in Malaysia that's doing that, even though we know it's happening elsewhere, right? So this is something that you can think about, that you can recommend as well, perhaps. So some firm level elements include written innovation strategy, an innovation process, reward system, humility, and so on. Some of the key things that goes into there's one very good book that I have read. It's called Startup Nation. Okay, oh, I got pen here, I forgot. I would highly recommend you read this book so that you can learn something. It doesn't matter where the book is from, but you learn, guys. Okay, what do I use? Okay, I use this one. And I do, should I use red? If you can find this book, if you can buy in the store. If you can't, you have to order from Amazon. Easy to read. Have you heard of this book, guys? I tell you lah. Huh?
Yes.
Have you heard?
Yes. Nation, maybe I think came across, but
I'm
not.
not asking whether you heard the word you heard lah. The book lah. The word, if you haven't heard the word, I'll be sorry for you. See, I read like this.
I read before
Nation.
one book is what, start up to scale up, something like that.
I never know bluff lah. Because this is a real one. Startup Nation. I forgot the what do you call it? The author lah. I forgot. You must read this one. Startup Nation. Guys, I'm telling you lah, guys, the reading is super important. There's another book.
Is it by Dan Sinor and is it something to do with
Yeah. Senor,
with
right?
economics? Yeah.
Economics.
It's a 2009. Yeah.
What's the author again?
The story of Israel's economic miracle in 2009 in the book Startup Nation.
Who's the writer?
Yeah, I just said Dan Sinor.
Yeah, so that's correct. So the other one
Oh,
is
Dan, okay.
The other one is what do you call this? Another book you must read, guys. I'm telling you guys, these books will help you to help increase your understanding of things.
Okay.
Sapiens. I think
As
it's
well as a book also, yeah.
Sapiens.
Sapiens.
SAPIN. This is
Essay, Sapiens.
all these books, guys. This reading of books, when I tell you about it, here's where I got the, how should I say, understanding. You know, if you go, guys, I don't know. I told you before. I was on the global board for the entrepreneurship board for more than 10 years, and so we have a lot of meetings everywhere, and there's this group of people that I used to hang out with. And our meetings sometimes was in Washington as well. And in this group of people, they are always watching to see what people are reading. What is the latest book? What is the latest thing that's reading? And then you know what? When they find out, let's say Pushpa is reading that book, hey, what is that book? We also get that book. We also want to read. So everybody will be reading. Every time, every year there'll be a different book, different book. So at one time it was Startup Nation, then it was Sapiens, then there's another book, The World is Flat. But you come back here locally in Malaysia, nobody's reading. Nobody's even aware of the latest book. Like now the latest book is called Platforms. Platforms 2024, you know. So what's the big deal about platform? Because that's really what's happening now. All businesses are platforms, isn't it? All businesses, so how does it work? How does this thing work actually? Can it work for small organizations? Can it work for big organizations? Should all organizations have some kind of platform? I'm now currently reading that book. I haven't finished yet. But it's worth reading and understanding because, as you know, Jeff Bezos is touted to be going to be the first trillionaire in the world. Do you know Jeff Bezos? Don't you think you want to understand his business model? You should. After all, you are interacting and doing it every day. I'm only reading it because I'm fascinated by the fact that Jeff Bezos has a boat which has a garage for another boat. Did you know? Jeff Bezos has a boat, a yacht. Yacht. You thought Jolo's boat was very big. This is a yacht. And at the side, another boat will park inside the boat. It's like a, you know, your house, you have a garage. I like that. Chan, what do you think, Chan? I think that one is just that alone makes it worth reading that book. The business model of platforms. Anyway, guys, so guys, you
Doctor,
yeah.
the title of the book is just Platforms or the business, what? Sapiens is the one, A Brief History of Humankind, is it?
Are you asking me all this question? I don't know.
Ayo, there's so many books.
I tell you what, all at the end. I'll tell you at the end.
Okay,
Not
okay.
now, because Chan has got something to do after this. So anyway, so what is the point is, Chan, you're not helping me here. At least step in and say, yes, sir, I got appointment. Chan, don't you want back your marks?
He's already given. He will not take it back.
Hello.
Volunteer gave.
Hello. The giver, Aslina, they all don't understand. The giver and the taker is me. How come she is saying whether he gives or takes? Nonsense. I tell you, you don't understand the concept. So anyway, listen, guys. The point is this. The point, I'm trying to organize this. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, you can learn little things from me, but the reading from these books, you keep up with it. I tell you, guys, in your circle, you'll be the smartest person there. Not say smart to show off, but to enhance your understanding. Right? Kalau tidak, you're sitting with people talking something, you think that they are saying something correct, especially where entrepreneurship or innovation is concerned. So we have to, even me also, that includes me. So now let me just, how do I get rid of this? Oh, I get the rubber. I'll rub it off. Otherwise, it'll appear everywhere for some reason. Okay. So there we go. Yeah. So an invention is different, right? different from an what do you call this? An innovation in a certain time. So yeah. If you think of invention, this is to help you further understand. Like, if you think of invention as the laying of an egg, then innovation is the laying, incubation, and hatching of the egg. Right? That's why if you notice that if you've been in this line, Chan, I'm sure you heard of incubators, right? They call it incubators. That means they're trying to help new companies start up. So in Malaysia, this is something that we do have as well. I can't remember the organizations. There are one or two, I think, that are known as incubators. Bermakna, new small companies, they try to assist. So if Pushpa decides to start something new and it's quite a good idea, they say, hey, this is a good idea. Then they will take you under their wing and then try to give you more support and help you to grow so that you can stand on your own 2 feet. Right? That's something we do have. I'm not sure how active they are now, but at the time, before COVID, they're very, very active, which is good. So there's certainly no shortage of ideas, right? The challenge is to introduce them to a market. Only then can idea innovation be called innovation. Yeah, ideas are many. A dime a dozen. In one day, I'll have many ideas. Chan, in a day, I can have many, many ideas. And all the ideas, my wife will just shoot them down because she's very practical and I'm not. So, all right. So making that idea work is a different issue. Very challenging. Okay. There you go. So the integration of all this between product offering, technology, market. So it's a lot of things that come into play, right? I may say an idea is good, Pushpa say is good, Azlina say is good, Chan say is good. But when we bring it to the market, the customer is not buying. Why not? We say, hey, this is very good, happy to save this and that. But actually, will the customer buy is a different issue. So the marketing aspect comes in as well. How well you market it. Sometimes some product not that good, but the marketing is very good. Yes or not? You buy and then you say, alamak, tak boleh pakai lah ni. But you bought it, but so you know. So why is innovation important? Some points I put here, right? It can be used for many reasons, from the sustainability perspective, right? Efficiency, and so on. But you need this because if you don't have that efficiency, you notice mostly the problem is you read the newspaper, people's salaries are very low. Yes or no? People's salaries are very low. Why? Because their productivity is low. Efficiency is not there. Yeah. So the company maybe should actually maybe invest in a machine that can automate and make things faster and more efficient. But they don't want to spend on that because there's no incentive. So labor is very cheap. All the banglas coming in, people, illegal people coming in, murah saja. I might as well use them. Why should I buy a machine? Yes or not? So they stay away. Okay, stay away. So this is basically what I'm trying to tell you. Survival, right? The other thing is old strategies get replicated and margin gets squeezed. This is what's happening to Malaysia. If you understand, economic is called the middle income trap. We're trapped. We can't move on. We're relying on old methods trying to increase efficiency, which worked before. So to become a fully industrialized nation, a well-developed nation, it becomes harder. And not only Malaysia, there are many countries that are in what is known as if you look at economics, middle income trap. We are trapped in that zone. So it's very challenging. So only some people will be able to achieve that high income, but generally a lot of people will not, right? So yeah, so this is the challenge, not only for Malaysia, many countries are the same. You look at Philippines, you look at countries around us, right? So what are the types of innovation that are there? Just to give you a thinking about it. Innovation can come in many forms, right? You got product, innovation, process, service, and so on. And it can occur anywhere, right? Even parenting skills. You're looking after children. Lisa said she has to look after her kids. Maybe she think of a new way of how to manage her kids. That's also innovation, isn't it? How to deal with these kids. And maybe sometimes you say, oh, if the kid is hyperactive, how do I manage the kid? Maybe you have a way that others don't have. That's innovation as well, isn't it? So some people say, oh, I'm just a housewife. So I don't know all this invention, innovation, I tak tahu. It's wrong. Because especially in the kitchen, a lot of innovation can go on. Yes or not? Increasing efficiency, using the right machines, cooking in a very creative way, and then people like it, people pay for it. That's invention and innovation. So actually, if we can communicate this to the housewives, people who are at home, even old grandmothers can still be innovative and creative in many ways. So it applies across all strata in many different forms. It's just that we need to communicate this. And then when people start to think that they can do it, you find that they start to do it. It's quite interesting. So it becomes a part of the culture, you know. Then there's disruptive, of course. This is one of my favorite guys, Clayton Christensen. He's a professor out of Harvard. I literally have all his books, actually. I ordered it from from Amazon. So disruptive innovation, he talked about disruption. It refers to a firm strategy relative to other firms, often low-cost business models and good enough solutions for low-end or non-customers, right? Disruptive, right? So you don't have to be the super high-tech, no. You just have to be sometimes slightly better than other people. Yeah. So, for example, if Pushpa is selling a product, she's selling a lot of the product. Everybody sell at 5 ringgit, right? In other countries, they sell at 4 ringgit. So they sell. So if Pushpa just has to, if in Malaysia they sell at 4 ringgit, Pushpa just has to sell at $3.90. Even though maybe people in other countries can get it cheaper or what, doesn't matter, because you tell me you're going to go there and buy. Some people will say, and Pushpa, you'll know this lah. Aslina dekat market especially in the Indian street lah, in Brickfields. Oh, I can get it cheaper in India. Yeah, you go and buy lah. Nonsense. Betul tak? Oh, I can get it cheaper in that country, this country. You go lah to buy that one thing, you pay lah $5,000 your flight, you go and buy. Nonsense. Yes or not? So you just have to be competitive within your area. That's enough to make that impact or to change that. So it's interesting in that sense. So the degrees of innovation, some points here, you have incremental. Last week, I think, Chan, I was telling you about Kerzner and Schumpeter, remember? This is what they thought, incremental. Kerzner said it has to be just slightly improved and radical or something massive. That one, Schumpeter talked about making a huge change, right? So it can be in many different forms or degrees, if you like, right? Of course, this is a sentence here by Niccolo Machiavelli, the famous Machiavelli guy. He said, he who innovates will have for his enemies all those who are well off under the existing order of things, and only lukewarm supporters in those who might be better off under the new, right? It's hard to understand what he said because he's writing in a language, those days kind of language. So if you don't understand it, don't worry. But basically, you know what he's saying? He's saying that innovation is hard, even those days, because when you want to change something, people who are used to it and already making money from it don't want to change. Betul tak? They don't want to change. And then at the same time, those for whom the change will benefit, they also will support you, but not wholeheartedly, because they also not sure, because it's something new. Betul tak? They don't know. So if Azrina come up with something quite interesting and new, she go to the ministry. She said, hey, this one is very good for the classroom. Something innovative for the teacher classroom. So what happened? A lot of people say, no, we don't do this. This one not necessary. Tak payah. Why? Because they're so used to doing the same thing. Takkan nak tukar, nak learn new things. Susah, very. I say, no lah. You can lah, you come back next week. Next year lah, next year. After your MBA, you come back. Then those people who know Azlina, I said this is quite good also, their support will be not very strong. That's what happens with new things. So basically, at the end of the day, in summary, what Machiavelli is saying is that the introduction of new things is very difficult. That's why innovation is difficult. But of course, if you understand Machiavelli, the history of Machiavelli, you can read it, you can check on Google or somewhere, and you'll find Machiavelli is the kind of guy who wanted things to happen and quickly. He wanted things to happen. He was a prince, not really a prince. He pretended to be a prince, and he wanted to enforce things. He said, if I build a road and it's good, if you protest, I'll put you in prison. I'm going to build a road. I don't care. Why? Because it's for the greater good. I don't care. That's what Machiavelli, he was that kind of person. It's good reading, it's good understanding. Right? If you study psychology and all that, you learn Machiavelli. All right, so that's a bit about that one, and that's good. But now, I want to quickly run one more thing through with you, which might be useful. It's called UX, or User Experience 101. And that is the understanding that I told you at the start, customers don't care about you. Customer wants something for themselves, isn't it? That's what you must understand. And so it's incumbent on us to ask the question, what is my customer's pain? Only when you solve something for the customer will they pay you. And the pain must be there. I don't know if you remember the leaking tap. The story of the leaking tap. If the tap is leaking too slowly, you won't bother. But if the tap is leaking very bad, what will happen? Right? Normal people like Pushpa will call the husband to fix it. Right? Normal people like my wife won't call me because she know I'm going to make it worse. and also I give her a lot of work, she asked me to fix it. Yeah. Now where's the toolbox? Where's the screwdriver? Where's this? Where's that? My poor wife has to run 10 times just for one job. She better do it herself. True, Azlina. So my wife already learned after many years. Now she knows. She said, better don't ask this guy. It's going to be more work for me. Easier, she herself will call the plumber. So anyway, that's a separate story now. So number one, useful first, usable later. So I ask you a question: is a banana peeler useful? So Azlina, I'm going to sell you this object. I sell to you. You know what you can use it for? To peel banana. You want now?
No, I have my hand to peel.
Yeah, exactly. So correct. Exactly. Why would you buy a banana peeler? Right now, it's not useful. What's the point? Product and services must be useful before being usable. They must have clear utility value by fulfilling a physical or psychological human need. Right not? Must be something that you can use it for. Okay, so if I sell you a machine, a little device to peel your pear, for example, or your apple, you want to peel apple skin, very, very useful. Yeah, you will say, yeah, okay lah, it's easy, right? But for banana, come on. So basically, when you must ask the question, is your product useful or not? Right? Remember, we're talking about user. UX is user experience, right? So what we're saying, it must be, you must think of the user. Is this useful? Some of you not laughing, I know you all are not thinking about this. Tell you.
It's just like how to say, the design can be improved, I would say.
The whole
Chan,
video was
Chan,
the wrong
Chan,
side.
pure diplomacy. Chan is really a pure diplomacy, right? I'm taking the mark back from Lisa and giving back to Chan. There you go. Chan, good one. But I suspect
Please don't take
Mona is still thinking now, how exactly does this? Mona, I said to you, buy now.
Nah.
No, why lah? Come on. You're a real skeptic. Don't believe, don't trust anything. Don't be like that. Bye lah. How you know? Maybe you go and ask your husband, he knows how to use it. If he always asks you to make tea, ask him to make for himself, pour in there, and ask him to serve himself, he will learn a hot lesson quick. Anyway, guys, talking about focus, please focus. Laser focus. That is, what is common between Instagram, Dropbox, Basecamp, Airbnb? All they do one thing and do it well. You must focus. You cannot do many things. If you choose 2 rabbits, you catch none. Confucius himself say. The guy with the white beard, he said it. If somebody with a white beard say it, that means it's true. Hey, by the way, but I must share, I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, but so the guy is renovating my son's apartment with my money, by the way, renovating. And the guy who's renovating is my classmate from standard 3, 4, 5, and 6, my primary school classmate. He's a contractor. His name is Chong Yen Ma. And I'm telling you, he is really like a kung fu master. He got white beard and he's got a white beard. It's like the movies lah. Chan, I think in my school, in my primary school, they taught us all how to become good actors lah. See, like I act like a professor. He like a kung fu master. So we all actors. Aslina is wondering whether now she can get a discount on her fees. Too late. We are all actors. So anyway, no, I'm just telling you that he's doing my plays. Very nice guy, wonderful guy. But then, all of us were good lah. So Confucius say, if you chase 2 rabbits, you catch none. What does that mean? Must focus, okay? Have one key product promise. Have a laser focus for the user experience, right? The problem is you try to add too many features to your product, right? So the important thing is to make sure that the fundamental promise to your customer is achieved. Adding too many things costs a lot of money and it's very difficult. Some of the students, when I ask them, hey, what is your new product you want to do? Oh, sir, we want to open a cafe. I say, oh, so many cafes. No, sir, my cafe is different. My cafe will have a small library. Oh, I see, that's not bad. And also my cafe will have a place for pets also. Can bring your pets, can have a small library, can bring kids also to play. So how big is the place and how much coffee can you sell? Askin, you don't laugh. Tomorrow you teach the class, you will face the same problem. I'm telling you. So my point is, too many things. Decide on what you want to do and stay focused, basically. Minimum payable product. Start with a minimal product that delights, right? MVP, not because they're made by common people, but because they are made for early release, not from a buyer or user's point of view, right? What is the main thing that your customer will pay for, right? What is the soul of your product, if you like? User experience, not user. What's the I stand for?
Interface.
Interface. User experience is not just user interface, right? That means the use must be intuitive, natural. Like now you buy a handphone, you know how to use it straight away because you just, scroll through and all that. All right. So user experience is really about you being useful, usable, and meaningful, right? This is important, right? Either it looks, just because you make it look good, maybe it's not sustainable in the long run. Right? For example, like this, the design like this, but how people use it, you see how people use the user. You all don't laugh. I know all of you walk the gate sana, tak boleh, nak dekat. Walk on the grass some more. Yes or not? Right? So this is a good example. Your design, but how? So that is why you find like Apple, when they started using their handphone, right? They could understand how people found it easier to just flip through right now. So it became really powerful, really great product, right? Scrolling and everything, using finger, using touch, and now using voice. Using voice. Now, I don't know how many of you have got a voice activation control in your car. my car, Chan, my car, I'm talking to Chan, only guys only interested in the cars, and the lady's going to fall asleep now. Chan, my car, the user interface is voice, you know. And I'm not kidding you. It is super crazy good. I can make a call. It will read for me. Let's say if Chan send me a message, happy morning, sir, smiley face. The car, it will show me, because it's Bluetooth to my phone, right? So it'll show me that Chan has written, Chan, creativity innovation, message has come in. And it asks me, do you want to read the message? In other words, it doesn't want me to read it. It wants to read to me. So I click and I say, and Chan says, happy morning, sir, smiley face. It says that. Then he asked me, it's speaking to me, you know, in a nice lady's voice. Not like Lisa was scolding me. It's a nice lady's voice, very fine. It's like, would you like me to reply to Chan? Then I don't have to say anything special. I say, yes. Then he'll say, what would you like to say? I'll say, Chan, stop disturbing me. He will say, I said that, Chan, stop disturbing me. He will repeat the message to me. Shall I send this? He asked me that. I said, yes, please. So it will send. It will send WhatsApp to Chan. It will send WhatsApp. Send. Then the message has been sent. Is that all? I said, yes, thank you. Making calls also no problem. One click, and then you just say, I want to make a call to, you know, whoever. So my point is the making call part, I think I can agree, but reading the text, replying to WhatsApp, things like that, you know. So one of my friends in the car didn't believe me. So I did it. He was sitting there. He sent me a text. So after I read the text, the voice, the lady, very courteously asked me whether I should reply. Yeah, I replied, tell him, don't be stupid. The car replied, don't be stupid. I say, see, my car also scold you. the car scold him. Don't be stupid. And he's sitting next to me. Don't play the fool. So basically, what I'm saying is the user experience is changing now. The tech has become so high tech that it can pick up everything really, really quick, right? Another example here. Can you see? Morna, do you have a taman near your place? Do you have?
Yeah.
Do you see this happening in your taman, in the playground area?
No.
No. Wow, very
Small
good.
taman. I don't have this like, big space, so it's only a small taman with a dedicated track.
Yeah, but do people walk where they're supposed to, or do they take some shortcuts sometimes?
No. They will just go because we don't have empty place for them to, to go shortcut.
Hold on, is your taman 4 by 4 feet or what?
Very disciplined community.
Oh yeah, very good lah. Pushpa, I don't want to talk to you. Pushpa, you tell me, your taman how? Like this
Not like this also got sir.
Got sure got one
Yeah.
Our taman also got Ours are got very nice, very big. Got a nice lane made specially. Got a smooth lane. Got a tar lane. Everything right. Then there's a football field, but no, everybody goes this way, that way, all like this. So now I feel ashamed because Mona, our place got no discipline. Your place is considered good. Where you stay? Really my place got no discipline. Everybody walking on the. Azlina, your place okay? Macam mana?
Same like yours lah. We are in USA.
Same like mine. I do dear. You see the problem, no discipline. Even though they stay in the Beverly Hills of Kuala Lumpur, they got no discipline. What's the point? The point. I just tell you that. User experience is all about users. You must deeply understand the user. Do we know how they want to use it? Which is basically answering the question, what is my customer's pain, right? And remember, users are definitely not your grandmother, your dad, your girlfriend, or your colleague. So basically, it means a stranger. You don't go, let's say Pushpa design something new, all right? Oh, for example, don't say Pushpa, her daughter invented or so-called invented something new. Like go and show the mother. What the mother say? Oh, very good, good effort, very well done. Da 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 da. Well, she go and ask a stranger and say, what nonsense is this? Yes or not? So basically, you got to ask strangers who don't know you, then they will tell you the truth, lah. You know, I told you when I was teaching in China for 3 weeks in Beifang, the students are required to go to the square meaning like where everybody gather, the kind of open place, put their table there, put their product there, and start offering to the actual passerby, you know. That passerby got no time for you one. He's going to see if your product is good, maybe he'll say it's good. But mostly the product look at it, don't want. Then the student learn. The student learn that it's all about the user. Teacher like it, the lecturer, the professor like it, my classmate like it. My mother also say very good. Go and show people don't care. So it's good learning. So this is how we learn. So this is good. Use empathy. Empathy means understand the emotions of how people feel, not just the physical part of it, but the emotional part of it, right? Empathize. Can you tell 5 amazing user stories about your product? Is there something about your product that touches people? Yes or no? So this is good stories to tell, and you understand people's emotions, how they feel, then you make something that works for them. Okay? So like this, right? If you're making something for somebody, do you know how they feel? So these things are very, very powerful actually. Okay? Nail concept and design on paper, right? Sketching or drawing first before you actually do something, right? Prototyping basically is important. You look at how people make cars, they do the drawing first and all develop from there, you know. What the car looks on paper and what the car looks in real life might be different, right? Because you're trying to put it into practice. So that's challenging. Design is iterative. What does that mean, iterative? It's a good word to learn, right? That means you go, so the students in China, in that university, would go and sit at the square, offer their product. Then when some of the customers will give them some feedback or say, no, I don't like this, I don't like that. So they come back and fix it again. Then they go back again. Then they come back again and they go back again. Iteration, right? Going up and down, up and down. Testing with real users, right? On the design, you keep going up, right? So changing the design sometimes has to be done, again, depending on what you're doing, okay? Scrap surveys, right? Surveys are overrated, right? Because all the above questions will give you user opinions. We are known to be very biased, not good for startups. So asking opinions is what you must never do. Surveys are biased opinions. What you need is to understand the user behavior. So the actual practice is different from opinions. When you do a survey, you're asking for opinion, right? Let's say, for example, I'm going to offer a very special Bobbi Brown makeup, right? So I saw Pushpa coming. Hey, Pushpa, come. If you do answer this one about Bobbi Brown, we're now offering 2 free pieces if you answer the question. Then if you buy some more, we will give you a discount. Then Pushpa is thinking, I got to take my daughter for the innovation thing, but maybe for 5 minutes. So Pushpa fill up the form. Now they ask you a lot of questions. So a lot of questions, it could well be that you have never used the product also, right now. You may not have used the product, so you can't really answer. But the other reason for you to answer, because you want a free gift. That's what people do, isn't it? Because there's some good free gift, why not? So not the best thing, right? So observation is better, right? Asking somebody, hey, I cook this one very special. I want to sell it in my restaurant. You try and see whether good or not. I put a lot of effort. No, you cook, I cook. I give it to Mona. Hey, Mona, you try lah. I cook it lah. Mona said, okay lah, I sir, for you, I just try lah. So Mona tastes it, and then I'm looking at her. How is it, Mona? Good, good. Mona will say, yeah, sir, not bad, not bad, quite good, nice, like that, right? On the other hand, I say, hey, Mona, you try this, She doesn't know I got CCTV there. I go away, lah. I say, I'm going to get something, I'll be back in 5 minutes, you try first. Mona take one spoon, pui. Then I know actually she doesn't like it. Right? So opinions and then all these things can be very biased and very dangerous, because if Mona said good, Pushpa said good, Azlina said good, I go and buy the machine and I start making the product. And then suddenly at the end I realized maybe not that good, right? So how to test with users or usability testing? Give them the task, let them do it, watch them do it, ask them why. So basically you want to try and if it's something to see whether it's functional or not, a new cooker, a new whisker, whatever that you happen to be doing. So analytics plus usability testing, right? Understanding why people behave the way they do. If they don't like it, why? If they like it, why, right? And that can be so that you have a deeper understanding of what it's all about. But usually a lot of these like testing things can only be done by very large companies, can do a lot of testing. It's very expensive, right? Now, if you are one person starting something new, you have to do it step by step, small scale, right? It'll be a bit harder, right? And because it's expensive. User feedback, getting you closer to the customer, you can say that. Key questions you should ask, right? Right? What the user needs to do and so on, so on. You can read this one, right? So essentially it's just that, guys. So essentially what we're saying is user experience is something that you want to think about. So maybe some of these points, if it's relevant, you can think about how you want to look at a new product, how you want to understand it, and how can you understand the customer better, so that it'll be relevant, to the customer who's paying. Otherwise, you have a problem. So those are the two key things I think we're looking at. So if you can, it's already up in your notes if you want to have a look at it further. And then any questions on this, guys? No question? How, Mona, you like the soup?
Prof, question, Prof.
Yes, Alistair.
So, like earlier you were telling, right, in China, if they want to send when they're doing their new product or something, if they want to check whether the consumers like it, they actually just go out on the roadside, try promoting it on the roadside, right? So those are consumer products, as in normal end user products, right?
Yeah, of course,
So-
of course. Yeah.
So what would one do if let's say it's a product for business, for different
Yeah.
businesses? What options are?
It could be a B2B product, isn't it? Right, meant for
Yes.
other businesses. Then you got to go back to those businesses and test it out there. Business usually is different, because business now they are looking at the technical specifications, right? Now, they want to look at testing results, scientific testing results, assuming it's for that, right? And how it can work. They want to look at reference sites. So their methods are a little bit different in the sense that, let's say if Chan is running a business and I'm going to promote something to him, one of the key things Chan will ask, I can tell you, is that who else is using this? Yes or not? Who else is using this product? They will ask you that. So then you need to. So sometimes, Alistair, what some people might do, if you are confident that the product is working, because normally B2B, you have an opportunity to already test and you kind of understand, because they're a little bit more professional. So what you do is you go to Chan's company and say, look, this is a beta testing product that we have not sold it to anyone before. But if you are willing to use it, use us, we are willing to give it to you for 50% less, for example, assuming that we let you use it for 3 months, you accept it, we give you 50% less, so you have the product plus it's usable as well. Then tomorrow he goes to another customer, let's say Mona, and say, look, Mona, Chan is also using it. So usually that's how they would do it, unless you have some other idea, Alistair.
No, I couldn't think of anything. That's why I was trying to check with you.
Okay. Usually, from my experience, that's how we were doing it now.
Okay.
Especially when it came to software.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if it's new, if it's a new software, it's very difficult. So when we were selling the software, financial software to Maybank at the time, we were able to quote banks in the US already using it. So we show them like this is how it's being done, already proven, and this is how we feel that they can use it now. So the testing part is done. But for new one, usually you are giving them an incentive to use your product. So that, for example, if let's say Mona is very famous, she's a very famous influencer, everybody knows Mona. You say Mona's name, they know who she is, right? And you are selling a special designer dress, right? So what will I do? I will go and tell Mona, I tell you what, for this event, I provide you the dress free. You just wear it because it's my brand.
Okay.
Then you take a picture. Then you show other people, you look who's wearing it. And
Okay.
hopefully it's nice.
Okay.
Otherwise it'll be backfired.
Okay. Prof, another question. Not relevant to this topic, but from the
Not
assignment,
relevant one we like lah. Come, tell us.
from the assignment, right? The first assignment.
That one finished already lah. Okay, what about it?
Was there any interesting business ideas? Because everyone had to come up with their
good
own.
lah. You see, guys, he's guy Mona. He wants to cheat. He wants to take all these ideas all. You see how smart he is. This is Pushpa. This is not right, because this is.
No,
Very good lah.
I think it's a very good question. I think it's a very good question. I think most of us like join in this majoring in
No.
entrepreneurship.
I cannot. I'm sorry, my mind's not working. I don't have coffee. I don't have donuts. I don't have all these things, so I cannot remember anything. So I'm very sorry. But of course, if there are donuts and there are coffee and there are cupcakes and all kinds of lovelies, well, my memory might come back to my mind. I'm not saying anything. I'm just talking.
Dina, can you drive, because you're the nearest? You go and send to Prof lah.
Why not we just grab food lah?
Y'all are good lah. Y'all are too much lah. Terrible lah. This class is too smart. I think I must inform the university to put a star on all these students here and ask other lecturers to be aware. So that I pity the lecturers, poor thing lah. They don't know what's coming for them. Okay, anyway, guys. Okay, any other questions? Relevant questions?
Sir, last week you have mentioned that you want to show some instruments.
I say, I was hoping you'd forget lah. Your
Oh.
memory, next week lah.
Okay.
Next week. Not next week. I just testing you. When? Tuesday. A lot of you were saying, okay. Mona, you say okay, right? It's Tuesday, not next week. See lah, now afterwards I got work. I have to go and write to them and ask them lah. Tuesday, what is Tuesday thing? Chan, you send that to me lah, Chan. Send to me lah. Then easily I can forward that to them and say, yeah, we want Tuesday. Though we didn't in the first place. I don't know. Sometimes there's a communication thing. Instrument, I make a note of it, Pushpa. Good point. And that's a very good question, actually. You will benefit. But certainly on Tuesday we can do that.
Okay, sure.
Thanks, Achan. Then I will talk to them. So as far as you are concerned now, it's going to be on Tuesday, 8:30, using the same link. Anything, if they come up with anything, I will put it on the WhatsApp group. Otherwise, that's the way to go. Is everybody clear? Is everybody here? I just hope everyone is here.
Yes, we are still here.
I mean, what I mean is like, are all the students present? Yeah, my worry is if somebody is not here, they might not get the information that it's on Tuesday. So can somebody put it on the WhatsApp group? Chan can put
Can.
Chan, just mention that it's on 8:30. In case I'm just worried that somebody is not here, they might miss it. Okay, guys. Right, so very good. It was a very interesting session. I learned a lot today. I also learned that other users are more disciplined in their tamana, small though, but at least they walk along the right path. They didn't walk on the grass, right? These USJ people, I tell you, I can't. I'm going to tell them, no good lah. Okay, all right. So all good. I'll see you on Tuesday. Not too long to wait.